reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. Because sometimes I feel like because I don't want that person to come out.
Jake Paul just put a dagger in Mike Tyson's heart with some ridiculously harsh words about his daughter. Yeah, we all know that when you're fighting, you're supposed to hate your opponent and aim for victory at any cost. So trash talking is totally normal, but dragging family into it is the lowest level of humanity. There's a line of respect, and Jake just crossed it. Mike loved his daughter dearly, and Jake went straight for the jugular. Mike Tyson isn't going to let this slide. He's got every reason to make Jake eat his words. If we travel back in time, Jake Paul was seen on this relentless mission to fight Mike Tyson like some kind of crazed fanboy who just won't take a hint. Seriously, it's been nothing short of an obsession. Every time you turn around, there's Jake, calling out Tyson on social media, in interviews, at press conferences, basically anywhere there's a camera and a chance to grab some attention. This wasn't just a one-off stunt. Jake was like a dog with a bone, showing a level of determination that made everyone stop and go, "Is this guy for real?" One of the standout moments in this saga was when Jake, with his usual over-the-top bravado, said, "I really want to see, bro. Let's see all the legends, the myths, because you're Iron Mike Tyson, but I have an iron chin."
I really want to see, bro. Let's see all the legends, the myths, because you're Iron Mike Tyson, but I have an iron chin.
Oh, Jake, you sweet summer child. He wasn't just looking for a fight. He was trying to stamp his name in the annals of boxing history by taking on one of the greatest. Like, dude, aiming high is one thing, but this was next-level delusion. Jake's obsession isn't just about getting attention, although he's pretty good at that. There's a strategic angle to his madness. Paul is known for his calculated moves, and what better way to elevate his status than by stepping into the ring with a legend like Tyson? Never mind the massive age gap. Jake saw this as his golden ticket to prove he's more than just a YouTuber who got bored and picked up boxing gloves. The age difference didn't deter him, it fired him up. In Jake's mind, beating Tyson would shut up his critics once and for all and carve his name into boxing lore. Yeah, because clearly everyone's just dying to see that. Tyson's initial reactions were a mix of amusement and dismissal. For a long time, he brushed off Jake's challenges, probably seeing them as just another of Paul's publicity stunts. After all, Tyson had faced real heavyweights in his prime. And here was this kid with a lot of social media clout but barely any boxing cred. Tyson's reactions were often a bemused chuckle or a shake of the head like, "This kid doesn't know what he's asking for." But Jake, bless his tenacious little heart, didn't relent. He kept poking the bear, saying things like, "I literally can't wait to look across the ring and see him and give him a death stare. Put this in? 4-0-4-4, wait. Because nothing says, I'm a serious contender, like imagining a death stare contest with Iron Mike. Jake was banking on his trash talk skills to get under Tyson's skin, engaging in some kind of psychological warfare, hoping to provoke Tyson into finally accepting the challenge. But oh boy, what Jake said about Tyson's daughter, that's a whole new level of low. I'll spill those nasty details later in the video. For now, let's move ahead with the story. The anticipation hit fever pitch when Mike Tyson finally agreed to step into the ring with Jake Paul. This monumental decision came on April 20th, 2024, after months of relentless taunting from Paul. The moment Tyson said yes, the boxing world collectively held its breath. Tyson's reasoning was straightforward yet profound. In an interview shortly after the announcement, he explained, "I don't care, okay, sorry, I don't care. I saw that everybody got to deal with it.
I don't care. Okay, sorry. I don't care."
For Tyson, it wasn't just about silencing Paul. It was about proving that even at 57, he could still deliver a knockout performance. But Tyson's agreement came with a warning. He was stepping into the ring not just to fight, but to defend his legacy. Yeah, Jake, good luck with that. The announcement sent shockwaves through the boxing community. Reactions were mixed, to say the least. Veteran fighters like Oscar De La Hoya expressed concern, questioning whether Tyson should be fighting someone 30 years his junior. "It's not about age," De La Hoya commented. "It's about respecting the legacy Tyson built and whether this fight does justice to it." Meanwhile, some like George Foreman were practically throwing a party. Foreman tweeted, "Mike's got this. Age is just a number when you're a legend." Seriously, can you imagine being so legendary that people think you can defy time itself? The buzz didn't stop there. The promotional events leading up to the official announcement were nothing short of electric. The press conference on May 1st, 2024 was a spectacle. Tyson, with his steely resolve, and Paul, with his unyielding bravado, faced off for the first time. The tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. Jake, being his usual dramatic self, made his entrance with all the flair of a Hollywood blockbuster, while Tyson stayed cool and composed, exuding an aura of deadly seriousness. It was like watching a peacock trying to impress a lion. Spoiler alert, the lion's not impressed. As part of the build-up, Tyson shared training footage that left fans in awe. His speed and power were reminiscent of his prime, and it was clear he wasn't taking this fight lightly. Meanwhile, Paul continued his social media blitz, taunting Tyson at every opportunity and stoking the flames of their rivalry. He posted clips of his own training sessions, promising that his iron chin would withstand whatever Tyson threw at him. Jake's confidence was almost admirable if it wasn't so laughably misplaced. The official announcement on June 1, 2024 was nothing short of a media circus. Held at Madison Square Garden, it drew massive crowds and was broadcast live on multiple platforms. The hype was real, and the stakes were higher than ever. Tyson's calm demeanor contrasted sharply with Paul's animated antics, but both were laser-focused on the fight ahead. This wasn't just another boxing match. It was a clash of generations, a test of whether youth and audacity could topple experience and legacy. Fans, experts, and pundits couldn't stop talking about it. Now, we all know Mike is a legend in this sport, but like every human, he's got some painful memories. And there are some lines you just don't cross. One of those is his connection to his late daughter, Exodus, which is a heart-wrenching chapter in his life that goes beyond words. Exodus, Tyson's 4-year-old daughter, tragically died on May 26, 2009, in an accident so devastating, it left everyone who heard about it in shock. Found by her older brother, Miguel, hanging from a treadmill cord in their Phoenix home, it was a freak accident that left her on life support before she ultimately passed away. Tyson, who was in Las Vegas at the time, rushed to the hospital, but the damage was irreversible. Imagine being one of the fiercest men on the planet and then getting hit with this kind of news. Tyson has struggled with this loss both publicly and privately. In a gut-wrenching interview, Tyson shared, "That's just my first toy, but when I went to the hospital, the people that were there was there up there because their kid was dead or about to die. So what the hell?"
That's just my first thought. But when I went to the hospital, the people that were there, they're up there because their kids are dead too. Mm-hmm. Or about to die. Mm-hmm. So, who the hell am I? Their kids are dying too.
That raw moment showed just how deeply the pain cut. Tyson, the man who could make opponents crumble with a single punch, was brought to his knees by this tragedy. It's a side of Tyson that people rarely see, the vulnerability behind the iron facade. This tragedy didn't just affect Tyson emotionally, it turned his world upside down. He admitted to contemplating suicide and resorting to substance abuse to numb the pain. He said, "I did some cocaine for a week, I had to get high, I couldn't handle it at all." The loss forced Tyson to confront his vulnerabilities, reshaping his entire perspective on life. His career took a back seat as he grappled with overwhelming grief. This was a period when Tyson had to grow up and face his demons head-on, like he was fighting the toughest opponent of his life. So when Jake Paul decided to poke the bear by bringing up Exodus, it was beyond insensitive. It was downright cruel. Jake, in his infinite wisdom, taunted Tyson by saying he would bury Tyson close to his daughter's grave. This wasn't just trash talk, it was a low blow aimed straight at Tyson's heart. Tyson's love for his daughter and the pain of losing her is a wound that never fully heals. Even years later, Tyson broke down in tears during an interview while remembering Exodus, saying, "A father's feeling never changes."
I mean, that's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. Because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out.
Tyson's vow to make Paul pay for his insensitive remarks turned this fight into way more than just a typical boxing match. It morphed into a highly anticipated showdown driven by raw emotion and the quest for vengeance. The whole world was watching as Tyson prepared, fully aware that the fury of a grieving father could create a spectacle unlike any other in the sport's history. So stick around, because after those words, Jake might just be taking his last breath.